Content is one of the most important parts in newsletters, but what is also vital is having a good newsletter design that supports the message you're trying to convey. I'll look through some of the newsletters I've received over the years and gathered 6 tips to help you make a great newsletter design. 1. Mobile first. Over half of all emails nowadays are read with a mobile device, so our design should also reflect this. A good idea is to design the mobile version first and then switch it over to desktop. And while composing your newsletter, make sure that you always test the mobile version as well. 2. Remember your target group. There are of course some ground rules to great design, but a lot of it also depends on your target group. What age are they, or what hobbies do they have? For example, if you're having a newsletter targeted mainly towards teenagers or fun-loving people, you might want to use a lot of bright colors. But if your target group is mainly digital marketing or design professionals, then go with a more calm design with a lot of empty space and more gray tones. 3. Fonts. As boring as it might sound, the more simple your font selection, the better your newsletter will probably look like. Flashy fonts can work in big headings or with a certain theme, but usually it's good to stick to the basics and not mix more than 2 different fonts within one newsletter. You should also pay attention to the font sizes. Titles should be a minimum of 30 points and body text a minimum of 15, so it's easy enough to read on mobile devices as well. And I would suggest you avoid Comic Sans and Papyrus in any case, unless you want to end up on a comedy show. 4. Colors. As a ground rule, less is more. A rainbow is nice to look at, but too many colors can make your newsletter seem obnoxious or childish. Usually, just a few different colors and some shades of gray is all that you should need. Images and buttons are great for adding some color to your newsletter, but be careful with text. At least make sure that it's still easy enough to read. Color balance is also really important to remember. Some colors clash and others complement each other, so make sure that you're in the latter group. There are some great ready-made color schemes online that you can use to help you in your design. 5. Images. Honesty and transparency are a big trend right now, and it's also a good idea to showcase this in your newsletters. So instead of using overly polished stock images, you can use your own images. I mean, who can relate to this? Your images don't have to be photographical masterpieces, as long as they show real situations and convey a nice feeling. You can hire a photographer, but you can also just get busy with your phone. Camera phone quality has improved greatly over the past few years. Animated images are also good for bringing some life into your newsletter, like adding little twinkling stars to your season's greetings, but make sure that you don't go overboard. 6. Scannability. Newsletters aren't really read, they're scanned, and your design should also reflect this. Using images to convey feeling and big headings and buttons to attract attention are best for this. A huge amount of text most likely won't be read unless it's super catchy. Those were my 6 tips for a great newsletter design. For more tips on email marketing, check out our guide for advanced email marketing in the description below.